Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating yet underrated altcoins in the crypto world, Stellar XLM. Whether you're a long-term hodler, a swing trader, or just curious about what's happening in the digital asset world, this video is for you. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get into it. The content in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Always do your own research, Dwyer, and consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and can result in significant financial loss. You are solely responsible for your investment decisions. Stellar's current market snapshot. Let's start with some real-time numbers. As of the latest market data, Stellar XLM is trading at 0.2638%, representing a 3.49% gain over the previous 24 hours. While this upward tick is encouraging, there's a notable drop in trading volume, which has slid down to 185.06 million, marking a 9.01% decrease. This kind of divergence, price going up while volume goes down, is something analysts often flag as a signal of cautious optimism or even possible distribution. So we'll analyze that more deeply in a bit. Over the past 7 days, XLM has remained relatively stable, with a minor dip of 3.03%, pointing to a phase of consolidation. Now, in the crypto world, consolidation isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it often precedes a strong directional move, which is why we're paying close attention to what technical indicators are flashing right now. Technical analysis, Adam and Eve pattern, and more. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Technical analysts are seeing a potentially bullish Adam and Eve pattern on the charts. If you're not familiar with this term, let's break it down. The Adam portion is typically characterized by a sharp, narrow V-shaped bottom, often formed after a sudden decline. The Eve is a wider, more rounded bottom, signaling market hesitation and eventual acceptance of the new lower price level. When this pattern forms and breaks out convincingly, it has historically led to significant upward price action. In Stellar's case, this pattern has emerged after a long-term downtrend, which increases its credibility. But, and it's a big but, the key to validating this pattern lies in volume confirmation. A breakout with strong volume could be the launch pad Stellar needs. Fibonacci retracement and the golden pocket. Now let's zoom out and examine the macro setup for Stellar using Fibonacci retracement levels. An experienced analyst recently described the current chart as biblical, thanks to its compliance with these retracement levels and the emergence of a classic bull flag on the right side of the chart. Here's why that matters. Stellar seems to have found consistent support at the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, often referred to as the golden pocket. This zone has historically been a springboard for altcoin rallies, and XLM may not be an exception this time. Fibonacci levels aren't magic, but they do reflect psychological barriers where traders tend to place their buy or sell orders. The fact that Stellar is bouncing off this level is a promising sign for bulls. RSI divergence, the hidden signal. Next up, let's talk Relative Strength Index, RSI. On the 1-day and 3-day charts, Stellar's RSI is showing signs of bullish divergence. This means that while the price has remained flat or slightly downward, RSI is trending upward, a signal that momentum may be building behind the scenes. This kind of divergence is like a hidden signal in the noise. It's often one of the earliest signs of a potential price breakout, especially when it aligns with other bullish patterns like the Adam and Eve or a bull flag. But caution is warranted. Analysts also warn that bearish divergences could creep in. If RSI begins to rise while the price stagnates or falls, that could be an early sign of a pullback. This is why some seasoned traders use RSI divergences not just for entry points, but also to identify profit-taking opportunities. Price targets. Conservative to ambitious. So where could Stellar XLM go from here? That depends on who you ask. Let's look at 3 major levels that analysts are currently eyeing. 94s. This is the previous all-time high and a major psychological resistance. Breaking this would likely confirm a long-term trend reversal. $1. $2. These round numbers are often used as major milestones in crypto trading. There's strong sentiment that if Stellar breaks $1, it could quickly ride momentum to $2. 4.50 cents. Yes, this is the most ambitious target of them all. This level is based on macro projections, utility adoption, and bullish technical setups. While it's not a guarantee, some believe it's within reach in an altcoin supercycle. But now, let's temper that enthusiasm with some real-world projections. Analyst predictions. Digital coin price versus Changelly. Digital coin price forecast. According to Digital Coin Price, Stellar is expected to perform quite well in the next couple of years. Their model predicts that XLM could trade between 51 and 0.58 cents by the end of 2025, possibly even surpassing its previous all-time high of 94 cents shortly after. Their optimism is based on several key indicators: gradual crypto market recovery, institutional adoption of Stellar's blockchain for cross-border payments, development of smart contract functionalities via Soroban, Stellar's upcoming smart contract platform, Changelly. Forecast. On the flip side, Changelly offers a more conservative outlook. According to their analysis, XLM will likely trade between 24 cents and 28 cents by June 2025, with a possible high of 2.95 and a low of 2.64 cents, which is practically where it is now. Changelly cites broader macroeconomic headwinds, including inflation concerns, global regulatory uncertainty, and investor preference shifting toward Bitcoin and Ethereum, as reasons for their caution. They estimate a return on investment ROI of 4.7% to 11.5%, reflecting mild but positive growth, a realistic scenario if you believe the market will remain moderately bullish but not euphoric. Why Stellar still matters in 2025. Stellar is not just another altcoin. Its mission, financial inclusion through fast, low-cost cross-border transactions, is more relevant than ever in today's globalized, inflation-plagued economy. Stellar's partnerships with institutions like MoneyGram and Circle give it real-world utility, which many altcoins still lack. The upcoming Soroban smart contract integration could also expand use cases significantly, allowing developers to build DeFi apps on the Stellar blockchain. This narrative shift from payments-only to full-fledged decentralized finance could bring a new wave of users and liquidity to Stellar, potentially supporting higher valuations. What could go wrong? Every investment has risks, and Stellar is no exception. Here are a few risk factors worth keeping an eye on. Regulatory crackdowns. If the US SEC or other global watchdogs increase scrutiny on cryptocurrencies, Stellar's operations could be affected, especially given its links to financial institutions. Network competition. Stellar faces stiff competition from newer, faster blockchains like Solana, Avalanche, and even XRP, which target the same cross-border payment niche. Delayed upgrades. If Stellar's smart contract upgrades like Soroban don't roll out on time or lack developer support, it could cause market confidence to dip. Final thoughts: bullish or bearish? So where does that leave us? The technical setup is promising, from the Adam and Eve pattern to RSI divergence to support at key Fibonacci levels. The fundamental story is solid, with real-world partnerships and ambitious network upgrades. However, the trading volume drop and mixed analyst forecasts suggest that the market isn't fully convinced yet. In essence, Stellar is coiled like a spring, and all it might need is a strong catalyst to explode upwards. Like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it for today's in-depth Stellar XLM analysis. If you found value in this breakdown, smash that like button, share it with your fellow crypto degenerates, and let me know in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish on Stellar in 2025? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another deep dive alpha-packed update. We're tracking everything from blue chip altcoins to hidden gems, and we're just getting started. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay decentralized. Peace.